Hello and welcome to Lifetime on Cork, the podcast where we discuss your favorite weekly TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
And I am Sara Carranza.
Sara Carranza.
Sara Carranza. Can you do that?
Sara Carranza.
I'm not hearing
Carranza.
Sure. Okay, great.
He got the trill in there.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it.
I know how to do it.
Yes, Sarah's back.
What?
Friend of the show. Very important. I had to have her on for this one because
it's a truth universally acknowledged.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And true. Well, before we get to the movie, Sarah, how are you? It's so good to see you.
I am good. I am running on complete empty.
Yeah.
I went to the Theater Communications Group conference in Miami.
Ooh.
Got stuck for a little bit there because of storms and shit in Florida.
Okay, cool. Were they cool storms?
They were scary.
Yeah, that's what I mean by cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because the end of the
Cool.
world is
No.
kind of scary to me.
Hurricane season has started. Okay.
Yeah. No, definitely cool. Definitely cool.
And I went to Atlanta,
Uh-huh.
and then I went to Detroit, and then I drove back last night, and then I went to work this morning.
You crazy.
I crazed.
You crazy.
And you watched a movie today.
Good
the
thing
movie
you
we're
got,
talking
Good
about.
thing you got that wine in front of you.
I know.
What?
You earned it.
That's your
Cheers to you.
That's your fuel. That's the fuel.
Yes. We'll do a fake clink.
Yeah,
clink. Okay, we really are drinking wine today because, we deserve it. And you deserve it. If you want to drink some wine, you drink wine. If you
Yeah.
don't drink, that's fine. Drink some water.
If you don't drink, I don't trust you.
I clink
but
my water
don't-
glass
yeah,
to you.
treat yourself to a soda.
Treat yourself to a Coca-Cola.
Sparkling water.
Oh, yeah.
Or as they say in Atlanta, a Coke. No matter what soda
That's
you're
right.
drinking.
Speaking of Atlanta, the movie we're covering today is Pride and Prejudice, Atlanta.
What?
Yes. So Lifetime is doing this thing.
Okay.
It's called Book to Screen. This is the first of the Book to Screen movies.
So an
And-
adaptation? So it's called an adaptation?
No, it's called
Okay.
Book to Screen.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Serious.
cheapen this,
Okay,
Drew.
sorry.
It's very edgy. So they're doing this for the summer because girls like to read in the summer, is what marketing tells me.
Oh, okay.
All the magazines are like summer beach reads. So
Okay.
this is Lifetime's version of
What
that.
about
Yeah.
Winter by the Fire books?
Sure, but that's not this.
Man, I love
This is
different
like,
words for adapting a book
Right.
to screenplay.
This is a very modern idea, okay? They're taking books to screen.
Oh, okay.
You
so
heard
it's
of it?
different. It's different than adapting a book to a screenplay.
But there's a caveat. It's to the TV screen.
Oh, yeah.
True.
To your big old 70-inch
That's right.
curved
Ooh, yes.
thin
Get that curve.
flat screen.
So, they're starting with a classic Pride and Prejudice, but they are going to be doing other ones. We're not covering them all because they look a little Hallmarky to me. And this is
yeah?
like a trend I've noticed on
I
Lifetime
did write a little
proper.
note about hallmarkiness and a little bit of
It's
this movie.
they're kind of
Lifetime, what are you guys doing?
they're
What are you
veering
guys doing?
towards the Hallmarky side of things because they want to get that Hallmark money.
What are the other movies?
They're doing Very
okay.
Valentine. They're doing.
know that
I can
one.
pull it up. They're doing Very Valentine. They're doing. I can't-
Moby Dick?
They're doing Moby Dick. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
They're doing iRobot.
No, they're all like tempting fate to have and to hold family pictures.
The Great Gatsby. Yeah.
They're all
No,
like. They're all
That
like.
could work. That could work for Lifetime.
Yeah, you could do.
There's some
oh,
death
no.
in there.
Oh no, Great Gatsby is a ton of stupid rich people drama.
Right.
Absolutely.
I would also like to note this is my first Lifetime movie on Lifetime Uncorked. I've
Really?
only done Hallmark.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
You've crossed over.
We crossed over. There
Well,
we go.
because it's Pride and Prejudice, and I know you're the expert on Pride and Prejudice, so it's like Sarah's in on this one.
Oh, totes.
For sure. So, okay, the movie stars, Drew, get ready. Tiffany Hines, Juan Antonio.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, he's a
he is
good-looking
hot.
man. That's a good.
All the men in this movie are pretty hot.
I mean, all the women are. I mean, everyone's.
Everyone's hot. Raney Branch, Jackée Harry, and Reginald VelJohnson.
Yep.
So, if you don't know, Sarah, Jackée Harry is from Sister Sister.
Do know.
And from all the like 70s sitcoms, she was in like
And Papa Bennett was in Family Matters.
Family Matters. That's right.
And Reginald VelJohnson was in Die Hard.
Yes, he was.
The first one.
And
The
you know,
very
he
first
was
Die Hard.
looking good. I thought he might not be in good health because I haven't seen him in a long time.
Wait,
but
who did he play?
He was the Reverend.
He looks exact.
Oh, wait, that's
like,
the same guy.
Yeah.
I don't know names.
Dude looks exact. Like,
Looks the same.
He does. He
And
has an age.
He hasn't changed at
Acting
all.
the same. It was
gray
great.
hair, maybe. But
You
like,
know exactly what
Well,
you're getting.
there's a scene, no hair.
Yeah, he doesn't need hair. He's,
Yeah.
no hair.
Yes.
Great.
So, okay,
Look at him. Good
we'll
job,
jump
dude.
into the...
Oh yeah, Reggie.
We'll jump into the movie. Most people will know the plot of Pride and Prejudice. I do not, but I think I have a good grasp on it now. Finally,
Yes.
After watching so many Hallmark adaptations of Pride and Prejudice, where they just use the names Christmas at Pemberley Manor, if you recall,
Oh, I recall.
Right.
or Love and Mr. Darcy, or
Yeah, the
whatever.
Darcy. Anything.
well, I'm
with,
loving this, Mr. Darcy.
Yes, well, they always
anything
have
with
like
Darcy.
Darcy.
You got it.
Yeah. Hallmark does not understand Pride and Prejudice. Lifetime, I think, gets it.
They totes
Yeah?
get it.
Okay.
They get it.
Okay.
And thing
I
to
think you
note,
can tell what I'm going to say at the end of this.
yes.
Okay.
Thing to note about a Lifetime movie that's different than a Hallmark, Sarah. All
People die?
All POC cast.
Oh, no, I noticed that. Right off the bat.
All POC.
I didn't notice. I don't
Ain't
see color.
not a white person in this movie.
That's great.
They were at a party and they were getting
Oh.
some stink eye, but like
Sure.
not
They're
important.
They're there.
They
But-
were like the accessory to the play
Exactly.
Good.
or the movie. I don't.
Yes.
We're not doing plays here.
We're not doing plays,
they
but
just
we can do
acknowledge-
one if you'd like.
They just acknowledge that white people exist.
Yeah,
and
they're
then
like,
that's
white
it.
people are in Atlanta too.
Yeah, cool.
That's great.
There
Which
are
is
white
true.
people
There
in
are.
Atlanta. Yeah.
There are.
Turns out.
I've been there.
Turns out, boom, white people in Atlanta.
Actually got my hair cut at a barbershop in Atlanta.
Why?
Really good haircut.
Yeah.
I was there for an improv festival, and
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
my-
I'm like, you fly to Atlanta to get your haircut? What kind of bougie are you?
well, that's what I do. I just fly
Well,
to
me
Atlanta
and
to get my
Patrick
haircut.
actually
Yeah.
go. We
Yeah,
both go to Atlanta just to get our
That's right.
haircut.
I need to go back. Okay.
Well.
It's been
So
a
we
month.
start out the movie, and I'm already like, yes, this is amazing, because Jackée Harry, who I will only refer to as Jackée Harry, she plays the matriarch of the family.
Okay, and I'll only refer to her as Mrs. Bennett.
Great. Mrs. Bennett or Jackée Harry, they're the same person. The voiceover is giving a very sassy but clear breakdown of who everyone the fuck is. Because there's a lot of people in this movie.
And they don't cut any of the sisters. All 5 of them are there.
Which is very, okay.
Yes.
Great.
So let me tell you how she breaks it down. Okay. We're in a gospel church, Southern Gospel
and I was feeling it
Baptist
too.
church. There's 2 new people that are coming into the church. There's an eligible bachelor. His name's Charles Bingley.
You got it.
And there is his sister, Caroline, played by Rudy Huxtable, who we will only call Rudy Huxtable and not her actual name because she supports Cosby, and I can't support that. I can't support that. I'm sorry, Rudy. You rude. You can't
Well,
support Cosby now.
She's not the nicest character either, so it
Well,
works, right?
She fit the character. Yeah, she's shady. So Jackée introduces them, and then she introduces her husband, who's the Reverend. She's like, "That's my husband, isn't he cute?" And then she's
Reggie. Reggie.
she's like, "Yes." She's like,
adorable.
"And I
I love
also have 5 daughters. They're all eligible, and ready
They
to
need
get,
to get
them
married.
off." Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like doing this all very sassily. So she has Lydia. She likes tattoos. She's a little edgy. Okay. Think of it like a boy band.
Yeah.
We have Mary. She likes to read. Poor Mary. That's her only scene in the movie. Kitty is so gossipy. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
Jane is widowed and has a son.
That was a good change from the book, for sure. A
What-
cute little baby boy.
What happens in the book?
Nothing. She's not married.
Oh, she's not widowed?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm
she
like,
has she has a kid.
Not in the book.
Here. No, in
In
here.
the movie,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I like that too because I was like, oh, wonderful. Gotta have a widow.
It gave variety, for sure.
Yeah. And that actress commented on her Instagram. I think her name is Raney Branch.
Raney Branch.
So Raney Branch, thank you
Yeah.
for commenting on our Instagram. And
You're
you know,
famous.
Yeah, and I really liked her in this movie. She did
She
a good
was
job.
so good.
So not just because she commented on my Instagram, but I'm saying like
No, in my notes I said she was really good.
yeah, she's good. She had a lot to do. I was surprised. I don't know this movie, so I was like, which sister matters? You know? And then we have Lizzie. She's an activist, and she is not focused on love.
Or herself, because she likes to wear not high heels.
So of the 5 sisters, Lydia, Mary, Kitty, Jean, Lizzie, who is the protagonist that you would predict?
The protagonist I would predict was probably, I'd say, not Jane, maybe?
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, not Jane. That's the wrong, there's a lot of names you just mentioned.
I know.
And I'm looking through, I'm trying to look through.
Is it the one with tattoos, the one with the book?
IMDb. I'm Lydia.
Great. Okay, great.
Sure.
Yeah, I was hoping it was Kitty. I'm like, come on, Kitty. I want that gossipy one all up in this movie.
Because that's the part you would want to play.
It is.
Kitty's the only one, Alexia Bailey, that doesn't have a picture on IMDb.
Well, that's me in the movie, basically. Yeah, if I was in a movie, I wouldn't have a picture.
Oh.
I will be on IMDb soon. More on that later.
Oh.
More on that later. So Lizzie actually is the protagonist. We were all wrong. She is protesting a strip mall being built in the town because she is trying to save the historical district.
Okay.
It's very like Hallmarky, this scene where she's like, save the buildings.
Save that building.
And there weren't that many people there with her.
She had a sign she made on a poster board with a marker. And she's not focused on getting a man. And she says to her family, they have a family dinner. And this is one of the main things that keep coming back throughout the movie. The family always sits down and has dinner, which I love.
That felt Hallmark to me.
Oh, you said protagonist.
Protagonist. What do you think I said?
I don't know. I was thinking. I thought you were saying who's the villain.
Oh, you silly boy.
The antagonist.
That's an antagonist.
I'm a dumb.
Sorry, let me not use my smart terminology.
No, I know.
Too many
I just thought,
syllables.
I was like, who do you think is the? I'm like, of course, Lizzie's. Yeah.
Okay. So Lizzie says, if a woman ain't happy alone, she won't be happy with a man. Okay.
Yes.
Which is so true. Mm-hmm. And Jackie's like, I don't care. You need to go on a date with somebody. This building developer guy, his name's Antoine, or the new guy at church, Charles.
God, what a lot
She's
of pressure.
set up a date and get on it. She's like, all you other single daughters, y'all should be doing the same thing. But for some reason, she's really pushing Lizzie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
wonder why.
I don't know why. But she's like, we're going to have Sunday dinner. Just invite him over. And the Reverend Bennett, he's like...
Richie.
He's like, all right, daughters, we're going to the country club. We're all going to meet this new Charles man. And
There's
one
a
of
party,
you guys is gonna
surprise.
date him. Yeah, so they have a party. I don't know if it's a wedding or party or whatever. All the daughters are there to meet Mr.
Oh, you're right. It's a wedding.
I think it's a wedding. And... he shows up, Mr. Bingley, Charles, with his sister.
And the hottest Darcy alive.
Will Darcy. Will Darcy comes in, and they're just hanging out. And he's on the terrace talking to Charles. So Will and Charles are talking. And they're like, oh, that Lizzie, she's an activist.
It wasn't Charles. It was Antoine Tibbet.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, and he's like, stay away from that person with the black and white dress.
That makes more sense because he would not like her because she's opposing his business. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And she's hiding behind a column.
Yeah, she's standing behind a column with a full glass of wine, overhearing the whole conversation, them talking shit about her. And she's like, oh, this William Darcy, he's on my list because now he says I'm not good enough and I'm not his type.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see about that.
All right.
So, Jackée is inside the wedding, reorganizing the nameplates so she can seat her daughters next to the eligible men, which was great.
MVP work right there.
And it actually works because Charles and Jane hit it off. So Jane's the widow with the son.
And he's some sort of sports guy.
Yeah, he's a pro golfer, I think, is what they said he was.
Okay.
And Lizzie is more into her red wine than she is talking to Mr. Darcy.
Well, I would be too if he said I wasn't his type.
Yes. So she's dancing with her friend, and she's like, whatever, this guy sucks.
How is she not his type?
I don't know why he said that.
Say that?
He said she's not his type. I
but
guess
you didn't even talk to her.
Yeah, just from what that other guy said, from the Antoine guy.
Oh, okay.
They're breezing through this. Okay. You know.
Okay.
But she goes to get a drink because her
Tiffany Hines is
Yeah.
a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
Stunning.
Yes.
They don't dress her like it at first.
Yeah, she's
It
a
doesn't
little
matter how
more
she's
like, you know,
No, that's
plain
important.
Jane. It is important.
Dudes don't care. Dudes don't care.
Right. I guess you're right. Dudes don't care. So she's going to get another drink. I think she gets a martini next because I'm like keeping track of her drinks because I want to beat her. And she she bumps into Will Darcy and she's like, "Oh, I heard all the shit you said about me. I'm going to get my drink and I'm going to walk away."
off. Yeah.
And he's like,
And she calls him out too because he's running for Congress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "So what do you stand for?"
Oh, interesting. He's running for Congress?
yeah. And she's like, "You got to like,
Okay. That's
you know,
a cool little
well, because she's an
adaptation
activist. So
on it.
she's like, what do you think about this, this, and this?
School closings, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
And he's like, blah, 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 blah.
And she's like, "Not good enough."
Yeah, she's like, goodbye,
Bye.
loser.
Yeah.
Which is great. So he apologizes, and she's like, whatever, goodbye. So the next day, Jackée is still meddling, and all her daughters are fair. Like any scene that Jackée is in, she is meddling. Okay, she's like
Totally.
a meddling mother,
Absolutely.
but in like a cute, fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say it wasn't annoying. It was cute. Like
Yeah,
she's just like,
she was
"I'm
doing
just
her.
gonna-"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Jane, when are you going to meet up with Charles? I saw you guys sitting and talking at the wedding the whole time, and he was like being so nice to your son. And you know, are you going to go to the mansion?" And she's like, is he texting you? Read me the text. I'll tell you what to say back." You know.
And she's like, "Oh my god, he's inviting me over for like this day long party." And she's like, "Take an Uber." The mom's like, "Take an Uber."
"Yeah, do not drive yourself. Show up. You know, just
He'll drive you home.
He'll drive you home, and then you can have that sexy home drive." And you're like, Jackée, but she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
No.
Wait, did she write a book? Someone wrote
She
a
did.
book.
The mom wrote a love book.
Oh, a love book? Like how
get
to-
that man book.
Get that dude.
Yeah, and all the sisters are like laughing because her mom gave all this advice, but they're all single. Like, Mom, your book is whack. Okay.
Back is whack.
So they go horseback riding, and what I like here is that Jane's like, black people do not do this. This is some white people shit. What are we doing?
And they actually say that.
They said it?
They 100%
Yes.
say it. I wouldn't say it if it was not in the movie
Yes.
for this
Okay,
thing
cool.
right here. I
That's
mean, I do
like,
make up a lot of shit
this
on
is
this
some
podcast.
white people shit.
But they're like, this is some white people shit.
and
Black
I mean,
people
like,
don't ride horses.
they're at a thing that looks like the White House.
Yeah, they're at like a plantation mansion.
Yeah, like a plantation.
Like Tara.
Okay. Yeah.
And
You
they
know,
mentioned that too.
They do mention Tara. Actually, it's Pemberley Manor. Wouldn't you know?
Did they say that?
They did say
Yeah, they
Pemberley.
did.
What a reference.
Yeah, what is that Hallmark movie? The Pemberley Manor movie? Remember that one? So, anyways, there's
Yeah.
so many stupid Hallmark movies about this.
And I've seen them all.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately.
Well, that's the name of isn't that the
Christmas at
That's the
Pemberley
name
Manor.
of Darcy's house in the book.
in the
Yeah.
book? Yeah.
So, Jane hurts her ankle on the horse, of course. We don't
Except
see
she
her on the
changed
horse.
her clothes. Did you notice that?
'Cause
She was in a
needed-
beautiful dress.
She needed to get comfortable after she hurt her ankle.
But she needed. Oh, sorry. Oh, before
She like fell off
gets
the
on a
horse or something, but we don't actually see anyone on the horse. Like we do have one actor like holding the horse's like leash or whatever you call it.
Oh, they didn't have. They couldn't afford like actually them getting on a horse.
No, well,
Or they're actually. Like,
and if I
they're
was like the
"No, I'm not
actor,
getting
I'm
on-
like, I'm not getting on that
I'm not getting
horse.
on a fucking horse.
Are you kidding me? I'm a person of color. I'm not getting on a horse.
I like horseback riding.
I've been horseback riding, and let me tell you, it's not fun. I
went to
horseback
camp.
rode on a beach in Costa Rica.
I
Sounds
like it.
amazing.
I
It
like
was
it.
terrible.
Yeah. I like it.
I was like, this horse is going too fast.
I have to admit, I could never get to a canter. I couldn't go fast.
We
Oh,
were
never?
going
Oh.
fast because my sister-in-law and my brother's girlfriend, they are like really good at riding horses, and they were just like going. So then all the
Are they
other
white?
horses go. No, one's
Boom, there goes
you're
your
right.
theory.
One's Venezuelan. Okay, there you go.
We had 2 horses. When I had 2 horses.
And the room
At
falls
one point.
silent.
Right?
Like, oh, yes, of course you did. You fucking.
Oh well, here we
fucking white
go.
guy.
Here we go. Choose the minority in this room.
Whoa.
Well, I did get kicked in the chest real hard by one of them.
You know, my great grandfather died that way.
I'm
I'm glad you're alive.
I could see how
Horses
someone
are
could die.
dangerous, and actors do not want to deal with
I was
horses.
just a very
you know?
young guy, and
Except Mr. Darcy does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, sexiest Darcy in the world.
So okay,
I
Drew,
agree
I'm
with
glad
you.
you're fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you have
now.
a horse hoof on your chest?
I had a horse. I had a U bruise. I had a U bruise.
Yeah.
On my fucking right on my diaphragm.
Oh
I
my
feel like I couldn't breathe for like a week after.
Oof.
Oh, I'm sure.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So the ankle thing happens, and she calls Lizzie. Jane calls Lizzie. She's like, "Come get me. I'm embarrassed. This is so dumb." It turns out it's a party. Like, out of nowhere, it's a party when...
No, it was supposed to be a party.
I guess, but Lizzie...
They were trying to be alone on horseback.
Lizzie shows up in her, like, janky Honda Civic, and it, like, breakdowns
No
as she's,
joke.
like, pulling into the gate. It's like...
What?
Yeah, and she...
Wait, this is after the horse.
After
Yeah,
the horse...
so she goes to pick up her sister at the house because no one else is going to go pick her up. And it's
Yeah.
in that horrible car.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's, like, at Pemberley Manor.
And she's in, like, slippers.
Yeah, she's, like, severely underdressed. Everyone's, like, in, like, sleek gowns and suits.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What the hell?" And Darcy's, like, standing on a balcony. He's, like, looking real hot. He got, like, a really nice suit on. And him and Charles come down, and Lizzie and Jane are there, and they're like, "You know what? Just stay the night. Just party and stay the night.
And
Your car's fit."
And Bingley's like, "My sister has clothes you can wear."
Yes. So Rudy Huxtable, like, goes up and gets her a dress to wear, and Lizzie's like, "Where's the rest of the dress? This is really small dress.
Yeah.
Not something I would ever wear."
But she's smoking.
But she is.
She puts it on. It's like a little
Very
sexy
hot.
red dress.
Very
She
hot.
walks down, and it's like, "Oh, this is really nice." Really nice. But she, like, starts talking to Darcy more about politics and stuff. And
3 whole school closings.
yeah. And
Prices going up in
she's
the homes.
pressing him on issues.
She's going hard.
And I quoted a line because I was like, "Okay, Lifetime, you get this in here." She says, "I think we can," because Darcy's, like, saying that he doesn't need to have
A wife.
He doesn't need to have a wife or, like, state all his opinions right now. He can just run on his character as a person. You know what I mean? And she's like,
Sure.
"I think we can all agree that character doesn't win election these days."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because she even laughed out loud and she was like, "That's so 2008.
Yeah. She's like, "Okay." You know?
Yeah.
She's, like, talking some shade.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I like that.
Okay.
I was like, "I see you, Lifetime. I see what you're trying to do."
Yep, they really are. So Lydia, the sister who likes tattoos, she's the edgy sister.
Okay.
She goes to a party that's, like, so less bougie than this party. It's like they're playing poker, they're drinking beer out of the bottle.
There's smoke going
smoking
around.
cigars.
Exactly. And she meets,
Whenever you have smoke now it's like shady.
yes.
And there's rappers.
Yeah, she meets Darcy's brother, who's a music producer, and he's, like, not really stuffy and not, like, into politics and stuff.
Adopted brother.
Right. Oh,
Wickham.
adopted. Yes. And they, like, are, like, kind of hitting it off, too.
It's been a while since I read.
The bad guy.
Is that,
He's
is
the one that
bad
runs
guy?
off with, like,
Wickham?
the 16. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wickham. Okay.
In the book.
In the book.
That's what.
And this one, I think his name's, like,
I'm referring. Like, I'm like,
Roger or
okay,
George
what's
or
the?
something?
Because all I know is, like,
The book.
but it's vaguely. I haven't read it in a long time. But
I've never read it or seen any other adaptation. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Shade.
the
Other
next...
than all the Hallmark movies.
All the Hallmark movies.
Movies.
The next morning, Lizzie gets caught watching Darcy ride his horse. So she watches him. She's, like, watching him in the stable. She's, like, seeing him ride. She's like,
Looking
"Ooh,
at
he
those
look
thigh
good."
muscles.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's got those tight pants on. She's like, "Ooh, he's looking good." And then he
They got the
spots
britches in
her,
there.
and she, like, runs away. She, like, is running, and he's like, "No, come back." He's on a horse, and he's like, "Gloop, gloop, 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 gloop." That's galloping noise. Gloop, 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 gloop. And he's like, hold up.
Wait, hold on. That's your galloping.
gloop,
noise?
gloop, gloop,
I'm gonna
gloop, gloop.
right now. Just here we go. Click clap, click clap, click clap.
Oh, that's
click,
good.
Wouldn't you also
What
be
did I
like-
do? Gloop, gloop, gloop.
You're
gloop,
like
gloop.
gloop, 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 gloop.
Yeah.
Click clap, click clap.
You can just do it with your tongue.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Much better than what I did. But he's like, I'm going to get you on a horse one day, Lizzie. You're going to ride a horse. She's like, I certainly am
Girl.
not. And they walk off. They're, like, talking about, like, community and, like, you know, just, like, growing up and, like, their lives. They're, like, connecting. But, you know, things go south again because she, like, is like, wait, your politics are just not, you're not taking a stand for anything. You have to stand for something. You're a fall for anything. Type of,
Okay, Aaron Burr.
you know? They might just be too different, you know? Maybe they're not compatible. Is what I'm thinking.
Like
at
he
this point.
totally triggered her with like a sentence, and she's
Yeah.
just like, bah,
But as they're like fighting, Jackée shows up with all the other sisters
in a minivan.
She's like, I'm here to get my daughters. Can I come in and look at everything while I'm here?
What a big house.
Yeah, see my new digs and where I'm going to be living when I retire. You know? But the Reverend and Jackée invite like a family friend over. Like they have their Sunday dinners. So this guy, his name's Stevie. Okay. Who's Stevie in the real one?
Stevie?
Collins, Mr. Collins.
Oh.
Okay.
So he's the Reverend wannabe.
Yeah, he is like
he's the guy. Okay.
he's like, hey Rev, when you retire, I'm gonna take your spot, but I need a wife. You got 5 daughters. Can I have one?
Can I have one of those?
And I'm
please?
like, what the hell is going on?
And the mom's like, okay.
I know.
Yeah,
and
take your pick.
The what is his name? Reginald, whatever. Johnson.
Reggie, just Reggie.
Reggie,
You can just
sure.
call him Reggie.
He's like, no, you
You can
can't.
call him Die Hard
He's
Reggie.
like, I don't want this to happen. This
Yeah.
guy's such a goober.
That's weird.
You know.
Yeah.
But
tries.
Jackie's like, yes. And she's like, who do you want? And he's like, Jane. She's like, oh, no, she's taken. She's got that pro golfer. Not going to happen. You could have Lizzie, though. And he's like, oh, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'll take her.
Yeah, sure. She's the most
Like,
beautiful woman
I
I've ever
hate
seen in
this.
my
I
life.
hate this. So Darcy is like doing like a public speaking event or something. I don't
It's
really-
like one of those outing with private funders that the politicians do.
Right.
They're like, hey everyone, thank you for your money and vote for me, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we meet his aunt, Catherine. She's like the moderator for the event. And Lizzie shows up and she's like, excuse me, I have a question. What do you think about this policy? Healthcare, education, all the things. And Aunt Catherine's like, no questions. We're done. Everyone just like go get food and like hang out.
Just avoiding it.
Avoiding it.
Pretty
avoiding
much.
it.
But he tried to answer and she was just like, nope,
She
you're
cut him
not getting
off.
in that rabbit hole.
So it's like a little cocktail hour, and Stevie's there. He's trying to make the move on Lizzie, but Darcy comes over and he's like, I got her, and I'm going to take her away. So she's like, thank you for saving me from that guy. He's so annoying. And they go outside on the terrace and they talk some more. And I guess it's supposed to be flirty, but I'm like not really feeling the flirty vibes here. Because they're just like fighting so much at this point that I'm like, I don't know if it's not like...
I didn't notice that only because I was too busy staring at his beautiful face.
Well, I mean, right. They're both attractive, but I'm like, I'm not getting like the subtext of like, I want to fuck this person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can see that.
You know?
You were, Sarah, you were distracted because you wanted to
Oh, yes.
fuck him. And
Don't tell my fiance that.
Oh, he.
I only have one hall pass, and that is saved for James McAvoy.
Look, I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
God, what a terrible choice.
I'll tell you what. As someone who is a fiance of someone else, I get it. No, if you want it, you're just like, oh no, I'm just gonna watch this as I understand. Everyone wants to fuck each other in this thing. Totally. No, it's okay. I think it's okay.
Go for it.
You guys go for it. For me, it's a museum. For
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team. Here we go.
Yes. So later, after the flirty part, Lizzie goes to a barbecue or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And they're like at like a little like Shake Shack.
Totally, yeah.
It's like a Shake
Like a
Shack.
Shake
For some
Shack.
reason, they're at a Shake
Okay.
Shack. Don't know why. But
Shake Shack.
Lizzie's there with her friend, the one from...
Is that a famous restaurant?
Yeah,
or something in the
yeah.
South?
Shake Shack. It's like...
I
It
feel
is.
Like, I feel like it's. Or
I don't know if they
like
have it there, but it looks like one.
You get the idea. You drink
Okay.
milkshakes, you eat
Like
fries, you drink a
Culver's.
Coke.
Okay, yeah, like a Culver's
Anyways,
or
so Stevie's there and he's like trying to like mac on Lizzie, but Lizzie's not having it. She leaves her friend, and then the friend and Stevie are eating their milkshake, drinking their milkshake and eating french fries, and they dip the french fries and the milkshake at the same
Match
time.
made in heaven.
And they look at each other and like, we're in love now.
Sorry,
No one else dips French fries in milkshakes.
were they
I
at
do,
a
though.
Wendy's? I think they were
Probably,
at a
yeah,
Wendy's.
probably. You
That's
know,
actually a great mix. Yes.
and I've been to Wendy's and tried to do that thing you're talking about. It's not good anymore.
I
The
don't.
fries changed.
What?
The fries are too skinny now.
Burger King fries are my favorite right now.
Oh, okay.
They're the crinkle fries.
No, they're not, but they have like a crisp and like a soft inside. White Castle has the crinkle fries.
I like crinkle fries. Those are my favorite fries.
That's fine.
If I had to pick. Anyways, so Jane,
This
remember?
episode is sponsored by
Right.
Wendy's and
Yes.
Burger King and Taco Bell.
We wish. So Jane, the widow with the son, gets broken up with over text, which I was truly shocked because we haven't really seen them since they were got together at the wedding. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? He doesn't want to do long distance because he has to go to Singapore to do his pro golfing thing. And
But you did see Mr. Darcy talk to him, and then the
Yes.
text happens.
right. That's important. Something
And
else
F
shocking.
you, Bingley, for breaking up over text.
Yeah, no, not cool. Another shocking thing would be that Charlotte, the friend, and Stevie are now engaged.
Mind you, there's also time passing, because with each one of these scenes, they're like May,
yeah.
June, July.
You know,
Oh,
I
okay.
missed
Okay.
those chirons. I did not see that. So I'm like, what happened? And they're like, oh, 2 months. I'm like, 2 months what?
Like,
I thought
oh,
this was the
okay.
next day. But Lizzie is so pissed because she finds out from Jackée instead of her friend. And the friend's like, I didn't want to tell you because, you think he's a dork, but I love him because we eat our fries the same.
It's true. She does
She
say that.
literally says, we eat our fries the
Shut
same.
up.
And I'm like, that's it? She's like, he makes me laugh. He's funny. I'm like, okay.
And he's trying to take your daddy's
Okay,
job.
why didn't you say that first?
Right. She
'Cause
didn't.
That's like a huge.
The fries the same was the first on the list.
We eat our fries
I mean,
the
it's
same.
pretty high up there.
Oh,
I
also, he
guess.
makes me laugh, kind of. I guess I don't know.
He's kind of funny.
Sometimes Sometimes he makes me giggle a little once in a while. But we both dip. We will grossly dip our fries in chocolate shake mix.
Right.
Ugh.
So,
But why chocolate?
it's got to be
I don't
chocolate.
know.
Got to be chocolate.
Gotta be.
Aunt Catherine has everyone over for a little dinner party, and Lizzie's there, and the friend's there, Stevie's there, Darcy's there, and she's like, well, I don't know if it's her nephew or her son, Charles, the golfer guy. She's like, he dumped this dumb baby mama hoe because she is so annoying and I hate her and she's stupid.
Well, and she says that it was Darcy's idea. Like, my nephew is... Because
Yeah.
Darcy's her nephew, and she's like, he really looks out for people. And he saved his friend from being with a baby mama.
Yeah, she calls Jane a baby mama, and Lizzie's like, hi, hello, you see me over here? That's my sister, and I'm leaving, and you all are garbage people.
And believe me, she
Okay.
let Darcy know that he messed up with her sister. She said sister maybe 7 or 8 times in the same sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she's like, if
okay.
you can do this to my sister, what are you going to do to me? Like, you're a terrible person.
I'm going to my junky car and getting out of here.
Yeah.
And he's chasing her because Cinderella left her sweater behind.
Yes, yes. To add insult to injury, the historical, area that she's trying to save totally doesn't get saved. They're like, nope, we're demolishing everything.
And he crazily goes over all of Atlanta. Just like,
Looking for the sweater.
does this sweatshirts fit you?
But-
yeah, I mean, it's okay.
Lizzie's down, she's upset. So
She has
talks-
one project left. The theater,
theater.
that she went to as a kid to
She
watch
saw
The
the
Wiz.
Wiz.
The Wiz.
You're talking to a former Wiz right here.
Or yes, you
The
were in
Wiz.
the Wiz.
Okay.
The not all black cast of the Wiz.
Yes, with the Latina as the Wiz. I'm like,
It's
"Oh."
true. Hey, at least you were one of the only POCs in that show.
Yeah, but I'm white passing. That still does not.
True. So problematic. It's so tough. But if you're doing a production of The Wiz, please cast black actors.
Yeah, that's the whole. That
That's
was the
all
whole
I
point
ask.
of it.
That's
Yep.
the whole point of the other one's called The Wizard of Oz. If you want white people in it, do that one.
Do that one instead, and it's pretty much a. I
It's
mean,
the same
It's the
story.
same thing.
Anyways, I digress. That was a long time ago. But
I still remember it.
yes, like it was yesterday. So Lizzie actually has a couple nice scenes with Jackée and the Rev, and they basically tell her you're feeling a certain way, but look at all the facts and understand that love doesn't have to be a linear path or whatever. Right?
Which was quite nice. It gave heart to a woman where you usually never see Mrs. Bennet as actually having sense.
Right.
And she just is things are not the way they seem, and our love story is not a
Okay.
fairy tale.
Yeah. And
Sure.
Because
Okay.
and they both the parents like talk about their relationship and how like they had trials and had to overcome obstacles, and they are better for it as a couple because they worked through all these things, which was nice.
Okay.
It was a nice
That's real.
thing,
That's
and it
some
was
real
like
shit.
well
Okay.
acted, good
Yeah,
stuff.
I get it.
So Lizzie, for some reason, is inspired to save the theater by getting kids to come sing at the theater, you know, as you do in any Hallmark movie.
Right.
Funders love kids.
Yes. So she
Oh, so
she
they do
stages
that.
the kids on stage while Darcy's doing a tour through the building.
So she's a Hallmark
He
thing.
sees the kids and he's like moved by that. And then Antoine, the developer's like, this is like, you promised that you were going to tear down this theater. How
To
can you go
Mr.
back on
Darcy.
this?"
And she's like, I know you want to get in her pants in front of the kids.
Yeah.
He actually says that.
Oh, no.
Yes, and they're like
Oh, boy.
fighting, and Lizzie's like, "Uh-oh, my plan's not going as I wanted." And then she gets a call, and they're like, "Your sister's pregnant. Come back." And she's like, "Come back where?" They're like, "To the house." And then, and then she runs out. She
Where do you
doesn't-
think?
She
Come
doesn't
back
hear
to
the
the
rest of the
fucking-
argument? You know, she doesn't. So it
Yeah.
leaves on like a cliffhanger where she thinks like Darcy might back down, or you know.
Right.
So she goes. Lydia's pregnant. The cool sister that likes tattoos. So she gets pregnant by the guy, the stepbrother.
Wickham.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
all the sisters gather around, and maybe Mary was there too. I don't remember. She was probably reading a book in the corner.
The burn book.
Right, yes. So they're like,
This
do
bitch
you,
got prigs.
do you love him? Like, what's going on? She's like, yeah, no. He's kind of like a himbo. And
His business is bankrupt.
yeah, he's like, we've just been like, kind of like
Fooling
fucking,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, we've just been fucking.
And they're like,
around.
well, you know, have you ever thought about being in a relationship with him? Like, you're going to have a baby. You don't want to be a single mom. So,
You don't want to be like they kind of said, like, you don't want to be that like cliche of a
stereotype, yeah.
single mom.
Mm-hmm.
Except she was like, I don't want to be the cliche of getting married just because I have a baby.
right.
Ooh, good
But
one.
she-
That's
Right?
a good fucking
Yes,
argument.
yes.
I'd be like, yeah, but fuck off.
But there
I'd
might be
rather
something
be
there.
that-
So she's
yeah.
going to give it a chance. That's
Yeah.
kind of how she leaves it. She's like, I'll see.
They like sold her hard, and she was just like,
Everyone.
maybe.
Even Jackée came in and was
Mm-hmm.
like, come on. She's like, I'll think about it. So now we get all the boys. So there's George, the guy who knocked up Lydia, Darcy, and Charles. They all get together. They're talking about the girls. They're like, oh,
In a club.
Yeah, they're in a club, and they're all like, oh, we all like these girls. What should we do? They're like, oh, we're going to go to the house, the Bennett household, and we're going to take our turn. So George comes first, and he's like, Lydia, will you marry me? And she's like, no.
No, dude.
You gotta earn.
No, dude.
You gotta earn this. You gotta impress me. I'm not
Like, that's not even
impressed.
making it up. She actually says,
Yeah.
you have to earn me. Like, yes, girl,
Yeah.
yes.
She actually says,
very
you have
nice.
to earn these goodies.
yes.
And I'm like, perfect. Wonderful.
There you
That's like a well written character. It's like within the character to say that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds ridiculous when I say it, but when she said it, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know.
It
sounds-
passes when you said it.
but
If
it
I
actually
were to
sound-
say
it
it,
sounds
Yeah.
great when
you
you
have
say
to
it.
earn all these goodies.
You
Oh,
have
right.
to earn all these goodies.
Okay, you're right. I said it best. I'm just that good of an actor. So Charles then comes next, and he apologizes to Jane. He's like, I, was nervous, and like I always like do this like with
I
relationships.
don't treat women right all the time.
Yeah,
I'm a sexual predator sometimes.
Yeah.
But just
Darcy told me to like, if I really like you, then I need to really like you, and if I
But
don't,
you're
leave you
different.
alone.
You're different. Like,
Yes.
I'm a sexual predator, but like I've changed because of you.
and
No.
as he's saying all this, he's like, I made a mistake. Everyone in the family is like sitting around them watching it happen. Just so you
Yes.
can picture it. Everyone is
And
watching.
Lizzie and Mrs. Bennett are
It's
like,
like a-
behind like
Yeah.
windows.
A council of elders.
Yeah,
sort
they're
of
all watching.
shit, yeah.
And he proposes and they're engaged. It's great. Okay, fine. Moving on. Darcy's turn. He shows up and him and Lizzie go outside on the porch. They're not going to be watched by everyone. And they talk about the theater. He's like, I bought the theater from Antoine and I have donated to the Historical Association. And
that you work at.
Yes. And she's like so impressed that they almost kiss, but Jackée interrupts them. And I'm like, dude,
Thank God.
your whole movie, like, what is that called? Like, goal? like your character goal is like get your daughters like
married
off, and you interrupt it.
She taco
Jackée,
blocked. She totally
have
taco blocked.
Have some perception on what's going on. If two adults are talking on the porch, do not go out
Read
there.
the fucking room, lady.
Yeah. So that was when I was like, WTF, Jackie? Jackée. That's what my notes say. Aunt Catherine shows up at Lizzie, and like, I don't know how
Where do they live?
It was so weird. Like, this is really weird. So, Lizzie is like in her pajamas, like has like a little sleepy mask on, like she just got out of the bed. But then Aunt Catherine is like just in her kitchen, like Lizzie's pouring coffee. She's like,
she opened the door.
Whatever the point is, that
But I
I'm
thought
saying
she
it was
lived with
so
her
weird.
parents.
So did I. I think she did.
Okay.
But
Except they have a new fridge.
right, it was strange.
It was strange.
Aunt Catherine is just like, you will not be with my nephew or whoever the fuck Will Darcy
You will
is
ruin
to her.
his career.
Yeah.
No.
I guess nephew because she's an Aunt Catherine. She's like, yeah, you'll ruin everything. And like, if you date him, I will come after your family and I will ruin your Father Reverend's career. And Liz is like, is that a threat? And Aunt Catherine's like, you bet your ass it is.
She said, I don't threat.
Oh, I don't threat.
I promise.
I deliver.
Yeah, sure.
Something like that.
Okay, good.
And
She has the worst wig ever.
yeah, I don't know who that actress is, but I did not really like Aunt Catherine. Maybe she's doing a good
So
job
she
acting
just-
as an unlikable person.
So there's just like
it was
it has
weird.
a lot of drama. So this is
Yeah.
Empire right now.
Yeah. It was stupid drama
watching
because,
Empire.
it doesn't matter because not Jackée. Lizzie tells her parents and her parents call Aunt Catherine and tell her to like shut the fuck up and it's over. So Darcy apologizes to Lizzie about his aunt. He's like,
In his beautiful pants.
yes. And
Don't forget his beautiful pants.
he's like,
He's got a great butt.
yeah, he looked good.
Oh, I bet.
She's like,
I bet.
he's like, she inspires him. And, he loves her. She says she loves him. They kiss. The camera pans out. And I'm like, we're done. No. We flashed to April. I saw this, Chiron. I was like, oh, we're in April. Okay. I don't know what any of the other months were. But it's a double wedding. Charles and Jane and Darcy and Lizzie have a double wedding. And then Jackée finishes with like a voiceover. She's like, everything's great. I have 3 more daughters to go. Gotta get married. Or
A
3 down.
double wedding?
3 daughters down,
At
2
one
to go.
time?
Double wedding.
But the Reverend wasn't their dad.
The Reverend was not their dad, and also the wedding was done on the cheap. It was like they put like a couple chairs. They like had to do that like last minute.
Those weren't satin banners.
Yeah,
hanging
and
from
I've
the
never seen a
ceiling.
double wedding. Does that happen in the book?
It does.
Okay,
A lot of
okay.
times in Jane Austen.
Got it. Great. Well, then fine. A double wedding
Consolidate weddings, less money.
makes sense.
Next.
Next.
All right.
Next. 2 more daughters to go.
Here we go. Next
right.
wedding, please. Yeah, you guys want to marry? You're married. Okay,
Yes.
great. Next wedding.
So I think that wraps up our conversation about Pride and Prejudice Atlanta.
What?
So, Sarah, what do you think? Are you going to pour it up or put a cork in it?
I'm totally going to pour it up, and I will tell you
Yeah.
exactly why.
yeah,
all
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was very famous. I'm still very famous for arguing my point. So I had to read Pride and Prejudice in high school as well, and my teacher, I remember you, Miss Sirkovich, told me that one character was proud and the other character was prejudiced.
What?
And my argument was that both characters were both proud and both prejudiced. And this movie proved my point. They called Lizzie both proud and prejudiced through the movie. Thank you very much. I need a degree now.
Good job.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was
great.
actually also really well acted.
Yes, it was.
I'm gonna pour it up. You guys explained it to me.
You're
feel like
touched.
I have a
You're
frog.
so
Oh
touched.
my God. Sure, you're
I-
crying.
No, I had a frog. Sorry, I had a frog in my voice.
The listeners don't know.
just-
Tears are streaming down your face.
Just can't. Say,
It's the double wedding.
It's the
I
double
know.
wedding is
So
what
beautiful.
I love so much.
I couldn't even focus on their dresses because I was too shocked about the double wedding. I couldn't tell you what they were.
Imagine
Continue.
You failed, Pat.
Yes, continue.
but yeah, I'm pouring it up. I don't know. You guys explained it real well to me.
Wonderful.
I'm pouring it up because of that.
Okay,
Why,
great.
Thank you.
I am also pouring it up because finally I know what Pride and Prejudice is about. I'm so happy that Lifetime could give me this gift.
Yeah.
The book to screen really helped me, really saved me. I wish I had this in high school when we read Pride and Prejudice.
This is
I
actually
didn't
a
read
very
it.
good adaptation.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it is, yeah.
Tip to all you moms out there who listen. And I don't know if we have high school listeners, but moms, show this movie to your high schoolers. They're not going to read the book anyways, so just show them this.
But they should. It is very funny and sassy. The book is very
which
fucking funny.
Which made the adaptation way more accurate too.
Yeah, exactly. It's very sassy British.
I love the sass in this movie, and I think the sass in Black culture is pretty similar to the sass in British culture.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom.
You know, in a different way, but like same sense of humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can see what you mean.
That.
I can see what you mean.
I cannot attest to that.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
because
just speaking,
I'm not a Black person, but
right.
But yeah.
That's true.
It's just, I like the sass. There's a little, each culture
you could tell
has
they were
their
having
little
fun
sass.
with it too.
Exactly.
So it felt real, like they were actually just saying their own words rather than having a crappy ass script.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of improv. And I like the focus on the family. Because Lifetime actually is, I always say this, Lifetime's really good about focusing on those family dynamics and like making them more real than like a Hallmark. It's like the perfect version of a family.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not the ideal. It's just like what is perceived as the ideal.
And
then it comes
they had junky cars. They
just funny shit.
Yeah.
I could totally relate to that, Lizzie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very relatable.
That's great.
Great. Support up all around. Before we go, we have our favorite segments of This Week and Every Week, except for Candace. Not her favorite. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé. Eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say? Candace Cameron Bure. Okay, what you say, Candace Cameron Bure?
We all danced.
Yes, we sure
real hard.
did.
We did.
There.
The segment where we watch Candace's Instagram and we talk about it, I have a very specific clip that I want to play while Carranza's here because it's like really fun. I want to make sure this is the right one. I can't remember. I'm going to play it. If it's not, I'm going to play another one. And
that's fine.
Oh my gosh,
you're
double
just gonna
dose
deal
of
with it.
Candace.
I'm pretty sure this is the one if I'm remembering
Let me put
correctly.
my glasses on like an old lady.
Either way.
You don't even need your glasses because what she says will blow your mind. Here we go.
On my lunch break halfway through our last day, I was going to answer a question I get asked so often from many of you, asking me, how do I audition for a Hallmark movie? Well, the answer is pretty easy. If you're not a professional actor, you won't be able to. Because everyone is a professional actor that's in a Hallmark movie if they have speaking lines. However, to be a background actor, meaning you are in the background, they're the extra people that fill scenes like a big party or the Christmas tree lighting, something like that. There are agencies that you can sign up with. I don't know what they are in your area, but you could do a Google search and you can sign up with a background casting agency, and that's how you could be in a Hallmark movie. But speaking parts are for professional actors only.
We all know she doesn't audition. Like, what are you giving advice for?
Amazing.
Holy shit.
She's like, oh, all you aspiring actors out there, I have some really good advice. Be a fucking professional.
Be a fucking...
And if you're not, get in the background.
Get in the background.
Be a background actor. She didn't even say extra. She didn't even use the right lingo.
The lingo is like, be an extra.
Be an extra. Everyone knows that in the industry. I'm like, Candace, this advice. I was like, oh.
Like, really? Agency? That's how you're telling someone to get an agent? Just go to the agencies.
Just, Google search agent and agent.
And she said, like, background actor agency. Like, no, you said it wrong. An extra.
An extra.
It's called an extra.
And you don't need an agent to be an extra.
No.
No, you don't.
You just send in a picture and
do you
show
want
them
to
your
why,
wardrobe.
I'm sorry if you're that
like
dumb
$100.
person, but this is why dumb people spend like thousands of dollars to get their kids in front of agents when you should know you don't need to pay to audition.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
Never.
pay to audition ever.
Never.
But yeah, I was like hoping she would give some like actual advice, because if it's a question she gets a lot, that would be nice. But she shades
She
the
is
shit
so out of
shady.
fucking. She's so no. She is so out of reality. Like she's like, I just like, I mean, unless you're already famous, I don't really know how you like do
be
it.
a
But like, if you want to
professional.
be in a thing and
just be professional. Start when you're 3.
I mean, because she never had to go through that. I mean, she did when she was a child.
No,
But
she
it was her
doesn't know.
parents probably
what-
doing
she
it.
doesn't know.
And
She
her
doesn't know
brother
anything.
did it before she did.
You know what? I highly doubt she had to go through that
Poor
process
thing.
because of her brother.
Right. So, and she's was an adorable child. So they're like, oh my God, this adorable child, get her on a show.
Yeah.
This
You
is
know?
adorable white child.
Immediately.
Sure.
Get
Do
her
it
on a show.
immediately.
That's true. Because I was also an adorable child.
She is
and
so
I
out
was
of
not in
fucking
any.
tune. She's so out of tune with reality.
I know. But
Poor
It does
thing.
make for good, what do you say, Candace
yes,
Bure?
she
Oh,
just,
man,
I
it
just
does.
love the setup and then the fucking smack in the face.
Yeah, just-
Oh my God, like, here's some advice for
I
you.
want to help you actors. Be professional.
Get
be
to
a
the
professional
back.
actor.
already be an actor. Or
Great
what else
advice.
you could do is I don't know the term. Be the background.
Be in the background.
There's
Oh, boy.
background
Jesus.
agents. You can get a background agent.
That's right.
It's
That's
like no,
right.
there's no background agent. You just
Go.
hey,
Oh
Hey,
boy. All right. I think that wraps up this episode. Sarah, do you have anything to plug in the pluggy time of the podcast?
Of course. I work with the Chicago Latino Theater Alliance.
Yeah.
Well, what? We do an annual international festival, which will be back this September
nice.
and run until October 31st. I
Cool.
couldn't remember. Oh, wait. Our kickoff is the 15th, which means our thing is on the 16th. There you go. I did it.
I saw 2 of those shows last
bumped
year, and
into
they
you
were
there.
fucking great.
Yeah.
You went to Musa's about
did.
Frida Kahlo and whatnot.
Yep, and then
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
I
remember the
remember
other
that.
one. I can't remember the other one, but
Thank you
but I did
for
watch it.
your
I went there.
patronage.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah,
Cool. Awesome.
there
Well,
I am.
Maybe I'll be back on before then.
Sure, I would
'Cause
love to.
Christmas starts at Halloween, so Yeah,
we start recording.
I am
that
getting
shit
married
early.
November 1st, though. Sorry for those who aren't invited.
Oh yeah, we're
that's
doing like an abbreviated wedding thing because Drew is also getting married. So
What?
so we'll get you on
December.
before November,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
and
For sure.
maybe we'll get together and like we'll talk wedding stuff, and we'll just drink wine and watch a Hallmark movie together. That'll be
Yes,
fun.
and just remember, I'm also the associate artistic director at Cuckoo's Theater that has
Oh,
a building.
yes,
Hint,
for
hint,
a
nudge,
live
nudge.
show.
Oh.
If you want to see a live show in Chicago,
Let us know.
Let
like
us know.
we will
We'll
do
do
it.
it.
We will absolutely do it.
We
just
have the
didn't-
resources.
We just don't know if there's there
Yeah.
would be enough people.
I have no idea. I'll do a poll on Instagram and see. Would you come to a live
Yeah,
show?
would you come to a live
in
show?
Chicago.
In Chicago. We're not going to.
We're not touring. Or
no.
anything.
No.
And we're not paying for your flight.
But if we do tour, we'd go to Australia because we have good ratings there.
We have
Do you really?
great ratings in Australia and New Zealand.
So,
Look at
so there you go.
that.
We have
Mira nomás.
at least 10 people in New Zealand that listen to us.
Thank you, 10 people.
Worth
in
it. That's
New
worth
Zealand.
it.
I would go to New Zealand. That'd be worth it.
We love Kiwis.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I would do a
Kiwis.
10-person show in New Zealand.
Absolutely, I would.
In Chicago, absolutely not. Chicago, I need 100 people.
No, we
there.
need
Sorry.
at
I know we
least
can do
100
this.
minimum.
Yeah. All
100
right.
minimum.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a nice goal. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh wait, Drew, you have to plug your things too. I'm sorry.
I just have a band. We're the Limbos. We're on Spotify. Just check us out. We got a new EP out. So yeah,
Very
that's
cool. Very cool. I teased a thing at the top of the episode.
That's right.
So I'm working on a film with Generation Latinx.
That's right.
And
You are.
I don't
Get
know.
it.
It's untitled, and I don't know when it's coming out, but we're wrapping filming next week as of recording this. So we finished all our principal footage, and we will be moving on towards our pickups. So it's gonna come out at some point at festivals and stuff.
Yeah, you
and
wanna
we'll
see-
Actual
see.
film festivals?
Yeah. So
This isn't part of your sketches?
No. This is a feature-length film done with all Latin writers, all Latin directors, actors, totally all Latinx.
Yeah.
People.
Representation.
Yes, representation. So it's really fun. We'll see. I had a lot of fun filming it. My
So if
skin
you want to
looks
see,
fabulous.
if you want to see,
I could tell from
his
your
beautiful
my pictures.
face.
I acted through my Botox, which has worn off now. I can't wait to get it redone. But yes.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'll keep you posted on when that's
I'm
coming.
excited. I've only seen like a few like pictures that you put.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
I'll be there. I will wear like a Lizzie Bennett dress that's too tight.
Nice.
Just
Can't wait.
I'm
Can't
gonna
wait.
do the same thing.
Yes. We're gonna match.
Yeah, we're gonna be in a dress that's too tight.
I think that wraps up our episode. Thank you both for being here. And thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Latino Uncorked. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but if you do, we'd love to hear from you. You can follow me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Latino Uncorked. Okay, I think that's it. Bye.
Bye.